Hello. Ah. Good evening, good evening, good evening. And of course, just in case I don't forget, good evening. So like I'm totally like getting my like bong ready and I'm like totally going to smoke. It's so hard. Miss Carolyn, Mr. Kevin, Mr. Sean, Mr. Michael. Oh my God. I have to light it up now. Oh. 1, 2, cheers. Oh, that's my Northern Lights. Woo. I wish like I could give you guys each, just pass it around. A little green tea with the weed. All right, my fellow furry friends. Mr. Michael is in a good mood. Mr. Michael is in a good mood, folks. I think Mr. Michael has a lot to be smiling about. Mr. Michael feels like a new man. Isn't that right, Mr. Michael? Feel like a brand new man. I know that feeling, bro. I know that feeling. What's up, Mr. Kevin? Miss Michelle? Mr. Sean? Miss Carolyn? All right. Let us talk about something pretty cool. Cryptocurrency. Let's talk about it. So, I love how the fact that cryptocurrency is only basically it's less than a decade old. Let's just call it what it is. It's less than a decade old. Bitcoin is only 5-6 years old. So you have companies like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, XRP, all of these companies. What are they? Okay. Technically, they're nothing. And also in the realm of untechnically, which apparently happens to be our reality right now, cryptocurrency is blowing the fuck up. Call it what it is. Elon Musk, whether you like him or hate him, things that he does financially make sense. So people are going to want to mimic what he does financially. He has already said multiple times that Bitcoin and Dogecoin Now, I had an opportunity back in October to buy Dogecoin for a nickel. It had hit a nickel. Now, there are people who bought Dogecoin a couple years ago when it was fractions of a penny, like a thousandth of a penny, you know? So they could have put in 500 bucks and, they 5 billion, you know, Dogecoins. Well, when they reached 70 cents, they sold. This guy made $1 billion and cashed it out. $1 billion and cashed it out. I said, fuck it. I'm good. What more do I need? He took $1 billion. Said I'm good. I think that's what you have to view these currencies as. You could do a little research behind who's the CEO, who's the owner, what their long-term goal is. But eventually, some of these companies will be currency that we trade with. The dollar, the United States dollar, is going to go bye-bye. And it will be all foreign currency or digital currency. And the value is based off of presumption and perspective. If you can figure that one out, God bless you. The only thing I can see clearly is these billionaires are just fucking with each other. Fucking with each other just to see who could get more people to buy into their crypto. That's it. That's it. Some of these will stick around. Some of these will make money. I think Dogecoin sticks. I really do. I invested a little bit, not where I wanted to. I invested a little bit. I've already made money. I think within at least a year, you're going to see Dogecoin shoot up. Like, it could be hundreds of dollars. There's no guarantee. So I'll be honest with you. I would recommend put a little bit of money into it. If you have a few bucks that you can part with, right now it's like 50 cents again. Okay. So for $100, you get 50 Dogecoin. I'm sorry, $100 you get 200 Dogecoin. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. I did it backwards. You get my point. So if it goes up to $100, you made a nice little chunk of change for nothing. But there are people out there buying millions of them at a time. So if it ever hits $1 and you want to buy 1,000,000 Dogecoin, you got $1,000,000. A risk is a risk. So there's always a risk. I know that's ridiculous. Blah, 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 blah. But the risk is there no matter what. So I know times are rough for everybody. Everybody. But there are some people, if you have a few extra bucks, I'd recommend it. There's a few of these. If you can afford, you buy in. I do think Bitcoin is going to drop big. Very, very big. But can you imagine You imagine when it first started and it was a nickel. And these people, here, okay, it's $1,000. And just put it $1,000 they could have pissed away. And it banked them. It's worth the shot. See, I'm coming to you from like I've lived the okay, if you have like, the middle class, like we're supposed to be like the working middle class. So, but then you can break that down because economically that structure. So I've lived all spectrums of that middle class, and I've lived a little bit of that lower class, and but on like the middle to higher end. And then for a brief period of time, I lived in that higher class, but the lower end. So I've kind of seen it from all different perspectives. I think it's worth the shot. Up to you. You can do it yourself, download an app, you link it up to your bank account, you link it up to your credit card or debit card. You can do it yourself. If you want my help or my assistance, message me. Just telling you, if you have a couple extra $100 or you have $1,000 or a few $1,000, that I think it's going to pay off. But I would buy in like now before the price starts going up. You wait too long. There's going to be other cryptos, other currencies. Uh, I mean, hell, I could make one. You could make one. It doesn't mean anything, but it's real money going in and out. And the bottom line is, if you get in early, you stand a good fucking chance of making some money. It's just a fact. Doesn't have to be a lot of money. If it's 50 cents now and it jumps up to $1, you've doubled your money. If you put $100 in, you will now have $200. Like, whatever the case may be, you're gonna make some kind of profit. Up to you. Yeah, I'll answer any questions. I'll tell you what I would do. Definitely give advice. And like I said, my advice is free. Remember, it's your money. But I'm doing it. I dumped a little bit. If it pays off, it pays off. I think it will. So I'm already up. But the Dogecoin is long term. Remember, it just started. Just started. It had massive corrections already. It was doing this and this and this and this. People were panicking. Panicking. No need to panic. There are a million other cryptos. You just got to see which one's popular. Get in early. Just get out whatever you want as long as you're making a profit. If your profit's $100, okay, then you made $100. If your profit's $1,000, then you made $1,000. Okay, and end of story. It's whatever you can do. But it's a quick an easy way to as close of a guarantee without being guaranteed. It's not bad. Like I said, I don't know if I would drop, these guys are crazy out there. You're watching all these big drops, $1 million here, $10 million here, $20 million here. You're watching crazy moves, but that's because these people are loaded, super loaded. They only make moves like that when they know what the numbers are. So crazy. All right, folks. My advice to you would be take a chance. Just decide on a number that you can say, all right, if we lose it, it's not going to kill us. All right, it might suck, but also it pays off. Remember, you didn't lose it, you got extra. So, up to you. My friends, have a good night. Do your investigating. It's all over the internet right now. Every single place is talking about it, and you can pick up tips and learn, but it's all the same thing. If you get in really early and they're fractions of a penny and you dump $500, as soon as they start getting up to, a dime or, a quarter or something like that, you could sell and make a ton of money. It is what it is, and it's working. Now the government wants to control it. No. 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 We'll see. We'll see, folks. Have a good night.